Aloha! I'm Eric Anderson, pastor of Church of the Holy Cross, United Church of Christ in Hilo, Hawaii. And here's what I'm thinking. There's certain times of the year that we expect particular stories. At Christmas, we would be disappointed if we didn't hear about shepherds and angels. At Epiphany, we hear about the visit of the Magi. At Easter, there is the resurrection of Jesus. At Pentecost, we hear about, the first Pentecost. You may not realize it, but the first Sunday in Lent is another one of those Sundays in which the same story comes around each year. It is the story of Jesus' temptation after his baptism. This year we hear it from the 4th chapter of Matthew's Gospel. Following his baptism, Jesus fasted for 40 days in the desert. That's 40 as a convention in much of the scriptures, indicating it's a large number. We're not quite sure how long it actually was. But after that, he faced the temptations of, the tempter. The temptation to turn stones into bread, the temptation to jump off the temple and be caught by the angels, the temptation to take up the rulership of all the nations of the earth. Jesus turned away from all those temptations. We do not face quite those temptations. I, at any rate, have never considered the possibility I'd have the power to turn stones into bread, no matter how hungry I was. Nevertheless, we do face temptations to power that are at least somewhat reminiscent of Jesus. We face the temptations to control those around us, whether they be family members or friends or colleagues and co-workers. We face the temptations to take advantage of others, to let their goodwill be something that serves us, rather than something that we can cooperate with and help to serve others. We also face the opposite temptation, the temptation of withdrawal from our power. The temptation to say, I've got nothing to bring here. The temptation to say others can manage it. The temptation to just let it go when there is something that we could do. This Lent, I do not encourage you to spend 40 days fasting and to seek out the challenges of a tempter. But I do encourage you to take a look at what tempts you, especially the things that tempt you the most, the ones that are the most difficult to deal with. Is it power? Well, how will you step back from your power and still contribute what you know and what you have to those around you? How do you contribute without dominating? Or, if you're at the other end, how do you summon up the courage to say, I have something to share? And let that be heard and appreciated and accepted. This Lent, do consider your temptations. And remember that after Jesus had said no, the angels did come, and they were with him to minister to him. Even so will God be with you to minister to you as you face your temptations and say no. That's what I'm thinking. I'm curious to hear what you're thinking. Send me an email or leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. From Church of the Holy Cross, UCC in Hilo, Hawaii, that's what I'm thinking.